Good evening, everyone. Meteorologist Carmelo Lattuca in the 1011 Now streaming studio. We're going to take a look at our temperatures as we head into the next few days. Dangerous heat potentially out there still tomorrow. We don't have a heat advisory as of right now. That certainly could change as we get into the late evening hours and perhaps even into early tomorrow morning. Heat index values not as high out there tomorrow compared to what we saw on our Saturday, but still it's going to be uncomfortable out there tomorrow. It's going to be humid, and we're going to see temperatures well into the 90s once again. So let's, as always, start off with our Lincoln Weather Almanac. Get that loaded up here in just a moment. Here we are. Our high temperature so far today, well, it's going to be our high temperature today, was at 95 degrees, that's right, 95 with the average high of 87 degrees. So we were on the warmer side, and our average low is 76 degrees, the average low is 64 degrees. The recorded low temperature is 76, so when you start off that warm, it's usually going to mean a very warm afternoon and evening, and that's exactly what we saw out there today. Taking a little bit of a closer look at our precipitation almanac, didn't see any rainfall out there today, so our observed precipitation for the month continues to be at 4.02 inches. We are running about 2.5 inches above normal amount at this point in the month, about just over an inch and a half. We're still running close to 3 inches below average for the year, but we saw a lot of rain in a single day so far this August. We are expecting more active weather as we head into the next 7 to 14 days, so hopefully we can close that deficit up just a little bit more. Low temperatures out there today, 85 in Chadron. That doesn't seem quite right. That's likely an error because we saw mainly upper 50s to low 60s in the Panhandle, but low to mid 70s in central and eastern Nebraska. Skyview cameras look pretty quiet at this time. A little bit of cloud cover out there here and there, but plenty of sunshine to be seen still at this hour as before the sun sets. 88 degrees at the airport, 90 degrees still here at the studio. Feels like 96 at the airport with a dew point temperature of 73 degrees. Temperatures across the capital city are in the upper 80s to low 90s at this time, pretty similar to what we're seeing across the state. A little bit cooler in northeastern Nebraska, 83 in Wayne, 83 degrees in Tacoma. It's still 90 in Beatrice, 90 degrees in McCook, and 91 degrees out in Ogallala. Dew points right now are in the 50s and 60s in far western Nebraska, low to mid 70s in central and eastern locations. So our feel like temperatures still close to 100. Omaha, 99 degrees is our current feel like temperature there. Wind speed and direction generally out of the south at about 5 to 15 miles per hour. It was a little bit breezy out there today. Saw a wind gust of 29 miles per hour earlier this evening in Lincoln. We're down to 16 miles per hour in Lexington, 17 miles per hour out in Beatrice. A little bit of cloud cover in central, northern, and western Nebraska. That is slowly moving off to the east. Shower and thunderstorm activity out into the Panhandle right now. We did see one severe thunderstorm warning earlier in far northwestern Nebraska outside of our viewing area here in 1011 country, but could still see some isolated to perhaps scattered severe thunderstorms later on this evening. Regional picture will show you that we're seeing some unsettled activity across much of the country at this time, but I want to take our attention a little bit closer to Hurricane Aaron right now. It is now I believe, Category 4 hurricane. It was a Category 5 hurricane earlier today. That is since weekend. It's expected to go up to Category 5 status once again. We're going to zoom in here just a little bit closer. You can see what we're talking about here exactly. So, likely going to remain north of the Caribbean for the most part to the northeast. It's going to track up to the northeast as well, eventually going from west to a more northwesterly and eventually a more northerly direction as it weakens down to a Category 4 and eventually a Category 3 hurricane. At this point, I think Bermuda needs to be looking out a little bit more of a concern. The East Coast likely not seeing a direct landfall at this time. Still could be some impacts on the East Coast, though. Returning back to our weather a little bit closer to the region, we're seeing some heat alerts down to our south and southeast, but the heat advisories just expired at 8 p.m. this evening in central and eastern Nebraska, so no heat alerts across the state. Updated severe weather outlook on Saturday. There is now no severe weather outlook across the state, just a general thunderstorm outlook off to our north, so this is quite nice. When was the last time we didn't see any severe weather chances across the state? That's a very good sign there once again. On Sunday, though, that is not going to be the same. Marginal risk for severe weather across central and eastern Nebraska, so isolated severe thunderstorms possible with damaging winds and perhaps some large hail. On Monday, that risk shifts to a greater coverage of the state, and that will likely continue into Tuesday and Wednesday as well. Showers and thunderstorms still expected to the west this evening. As we head into the overnight hours, they will slowly expand to the east. By tomorrow morning, we could see some showers and storms in central and eventually northeastern Nebraska. Pretty quiet here in Lincoln until we get into tomorrow evening, especially late into the evening and into the overnight hours. And we could see some isolated severe weather once again. Pretty quiet during the day on Monday. Could see another round of storms as we head into Monday afternoon and evening. 3-day rainfall potential shows could see a quarter to up to a half an inch, maybe a little bit more than that out closer towards North Platte. Some areas of the state might not see any rain over the next 3 days. And as we wait for our 7-day rainfall potential to pop up here, could see a little bit more rain across the state as we could expect to see a front move through beginning on Tuesday, and especially more so on Wednesday. It's going to drop down our temperatures a little bit. So we do have some pockets of blue. We're talking about an inch, maybe close to an inch and a quarter in northern, northeastern, and perhaps far southeastern Nebraska. But once again, not excessively high in terms of our rainfall amounts over the next 3 to 7 days. Playing out Skycast a little bit closer to home, you can see that cloud cover will move into Lincoln. Showers and storms once again off to our west. Could see rain through the overnight hours, but severe weather now not expected. That's a very good thing once again. Heading into Sunday afternoon, storms in northeastern Nebraska become a little bit more widespread, a little bit more scattered, moving off to southeastern locations, eventually late evening once again into the overnight hours, perhaps into early Monday morning by the time we're all waking up and heading off to work, and continuing perhaps into the late morning hours in far southeastern Nebraska. Moving on to our temperatures now, upper 50s to low 60s once again to the west. We're talking low to mid 70s in central and eastern Nebraska. High temperatures across the state tomorrow, low to mid 90s. We'll talk about 60s and 70s once again Monday morning, and Monday more the same. So we might just see slightly cooler conditions, maybe just slightly less humid out there. So that's why we're not having those heat advisories, but still going to be hot over the next 48 hours. Tuesday morning, though, we'll finally start to cool down a little bit. 50s and 60s expected, and we're only going to climb into the upper 80s to mid 90s Tuesday. Wednesday morning looks really nice at this time, upper 50s to mid 60s, and then Wednesday afternoon only climbing into the mid to upper 80s and perhaps some low 90s. For your 7-day forecast, hot and humid over the next couple of days, close to average though Tuesday through Friday, and then maybe a little bit below average as we head into next Saturday. Rain chances scattered throughout for the most part. Sunday and Monday look to be the best chances for rain. Late Sunday, early Monday, and then maybe late again on Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, we got some small rain chances. Thursday, though, looks pretty quiet at this time. Look at the 10-day temperatures, though. It looks like we could be dropping back down into the 70s. Now, there's still a lot of time before this happens, so things could change, but we're talking August 24th through the 26th, mid to upper 70s, maybe right around 80 degrees. Dew points look to be the most humid over the next 3 days. Then we look to see a little bit more relief as we head from Wednesday onward, and perhaps a little bit calmer into next Saturday. Rainfall chances, 20 to 30% chance Sunday and Monday, maybe even into the day on Tuesday. Pretty quiet Wednesday through that looks like to be Sunday, and then we could see a little bit more active weather as we head into Monday and maybe even Tuesday, August 25th and August 26th. 8 to 14 day outlook shows near or above average temperatures across the state, so mid to upper 80s, maybe still close to 90 degrees at times. And then it looks like to be a little bit wetter than average as well between August 24th and August 30th. So once again, it's going to be a hot and humid day out there tomorrow. Could see some isolated to maybe even scattered severe thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon and evening, and then once again on Monday. So we'll be shifting gears from hot and humid weather over the next couple of days to near average temperatures and maybe a little bit less active throughout the week, but could see some storms over the 24 to 48 hour time frame. Make sure to stay tuned to 1011 News at 10. I'll have all the latest forecast details, the latest model numbers. Have a quiet night, everyone. Make sure to stay cool, stay hydrated, especially as we go into the day tomorrow and into the day on Monday. But have a great night, everyone.